Green tea has been the subject of numerous studies exploring its potential for weight loss, leading to a variety of beliefs and myths. Some individuals tend to overstate its benefits, while others dismiss them entirely. In this video, I aim to thoroughly examine the latest research on green tea and its impact on weight loss, so that you can get a clear and accurate understanding of what you can realistically expect if you're considering green tea as a weight loss aid. Green tea is known for its caffeine and catechin content. It's mainly these compounds that are believed to play a role in its potential weight loss effects. Caffeine can contribute to burning fat during exercise in two primary ways. First, caffeine temporarily enhances the wakefulness and alertness in many people. This boost in energy can motivate you to engage in more frequent and intense physical activities, ultimately improving your body's fat-burning capabilities and metabolism. So if you've noticed that caffeine keeps you active and elevates the intensity of your workouts, it can indeed aid in fat loss. The second mechanism involves caffeine's potential to enhance the utilization of fat as a fuel, a process known as fat oxidation. This means that the exercises you do perform under the influence of caffeine may burn more fat as a source of energy. Caffeine can be commonly found in beverages such as coffee and various types of tea. Coffee tends to have the highest caffeine content, although matcha can offer similar levels depending on how it's prepared and consumed. This is typically followed by the more processed and fermented teas like black and oolong tea. Regular green and white teas are believed to contain the least caffeine. Pure herbal teas typically do not contain caffeine. Interestingly, the idea that caffeine content differs significantly between different types of tea may not be well backed by any research. A study found that there was no discernible difference in caffeine content between white, green, and black teas. Instead, the caffeine levels in these teas primarily depended on the brand or quality of the tea leaves, as well as other factors like brewing time or water temperature. So choosing between green, white, or black tea may not matter as much as choosing between, say, Tetley or Lipton, or organic or non-organic tea bags in terms of caffeine content. So clearly caffeine is not unique to green tea, and because research has shown that caffeine can have a small weight loss effect by itself, one needs to ask themselves whether green tea offers unique weight loss benefits beyond caffeine. Because if not, then green tea is no more effective than other caffeinated teas like black or oolong tea, which may contain even higher caffeine levels than green tea. In fact, one of the reasons behind the conflicting findings in green tea's effects on weight loss might be due to the varying caffeine content in different green teas, with those higher in caffeine tending to produce more consistent weight loss results. So we turn to the catechin content, particularly one type of catechin called epigallocatechin gallate, or simply EGCG, which is more unique to green tea, to see whether or not these green tea catechins, especially EGCG, can support weight loss. EGCG seems to work synergistically with caffeine by improving fat usage and oxidation in animal models. There's also some evidence that EGCG might suppress appetite in animal research. Studies have indicated that green tea extracts high in catechins but devoid of caffeine can also contribute to weight and visceral fat reduction. However, the amount of catechins required to achieve any significant additional benefits seems to be quite high. A comprehensive meta-analysis of 25 trials showed an average weight loss of 1.8 kilograms over 12 weeks for those taking green tea extracts with caffeine, but only showed effects in those who were taking over 500 to 800 milligrams of catechin per day. Consuming doses lower than 500 milligrams of EGCG per day doesn't seem to provide the same level of benefit for weight or fat loss. Many people typically enjoy 1, maybe 2 cups of green tea each day. To obtain the weight-related benefits from the catechins in green tea, you would need to consume around 8 cups or more daily. And many green tea extract supplements fall short of providing 500 milligrams of EGCG per day. You may be able to reach that dose by having a few cups of matcha per day, since it's more like a concentrated green tea. However, matcha is significantly more expensive. These issues highlight the practical challenges of using green tea and EGCG for any actual weight loss. Regarding sources of EGCG, it's a common misconception that green tea is the only way to get it. While coffee, herbal tea, and black tea contain minimal, if any, EGCG, other teas like oolong and white tea do contain this beneficial compound. In fact, white tea often boasts higher EGCG concentrations. Notably, matcha, a finely powdered green tea, is believed to deliver substantially more EGCG compared to the other teas. This is because in matcha you consume the entire powdered tea, whereas in other teas, the leaves are steeped and then discarded. So with other teas potentially offering comparable caffeine and EGCG content, it raises questions about green tea's unique role in weight loss. Is it exclusive to green tea, or can other teas contribute to weight loss too? It's a good question, and all I can say for sure is that although research on other teas in relation to obesity do exist, green tea has been studied far more extensively than any other tea. Why? Perhaps it's due to green tea's widespread popularity and availability, or maybe a stronger industry push from green tea manufacturers. It's hard to say. However, this doesn't necessarily indicate that green tea is for sure superior to other teas. Based on the chemical composition of various teas, it's plausible that other options like oolong and white tea may be just as effective as green tea in supporting weight management. Let's take a moment to explore matcha, a distinct powdered form of green tea that sets itself apart. Unlike regular green tea, matcha is fully consumed, leaves and all, rather than being removed. This unique fact results in matcha often providing much more of both caffeine and catechins than steeped green tea. Matcha comes in two main varieties, ceremonial and culinary. Ceremonial grade is often considered the premium quality option. It's crafted from the initial harvest of green tea leaves, has a vibrant green hue, and offers a smoother flavor. It's also the pricier choice and is traditionally used in, as the name suggests, tea ceremonies. On the other hand, culinary grade is deemed the more affordable option. It's sourced from later harvests of green tea leaves, has a duller green color with a hint of yellow, and tends to be slightly bitter in taste. Culinary grade matcha frequently finds its place as an ingredient in cooking or supplements. Despite the difference in price and taste, there isn't a substantial difference in the nutritional value between ceremonial and culinary grade matcha. Both varieties contain similar amounts of caffeine and catechins. The primary distinction between the two lie in their flavor, color, texture, and how enjoyable they are as a tea, rather than actual health benefits. So when it comes to weight loss, it's safe to say that green tea plays a more supportive role. Achieving significant weight loss through green tea alone is quite unlikely. However, it boasts more evidence-based research for weight management than many other supplements, and there are other advantages it can offer in the realm of obesity. For instance, green tea has demonstrated potential in managing high cholesterol levels, specifically in reducing both total cholesterol and LDL in clinical studies. There's also substantial evidence supporting its role in cardiovascular health, decreasing the risk of cardiovascular events and death associated with heart disease. Additionally, regular consumption of green tea may lower the risk of developing certain types of cancers, particularly endometrial and ovarian cancer. If you're interested in what other benefits green tea has been researched for, check out our coffee page for an exclusive summary. Since these health issues are often more prevalent among overweight and obese individuals, incorporating green tea into your routine alongside its potential role in weight loss can absolutely be worthwhile to do. Despite its well-documented benefits, green tea does come with some health risks. Reports have shown that the consumption of large quantities of concentrated green tea can lead to acute liver injury. The literature contains more than 100 cases of liver injury, with most linked to green tea extracts and supplements rather than regular green tea consumption. Many over-the-counter weight loss supplements, including popular brands like Hydroxycut, Dexatrim, Slim Quick, and Slim Cut Fat Burner, which contain green tea extracts, have been implicated in rare instances of acute liver injury. Typically, liver issues arise within 1 to 6 months of starting the product and tend to resolve when the product is discontinued. It's interesting to note that the connection between green tea and liver injury may be associated to a specific genetic marker connected to our immune system. This genetic connection, along with the observation that these liver issues tend to recur more frequently and quickly in certain individuals, suggests two important things. Firstly, this issue may be genetic, affecting only those with a specific genetic predisposition. Secondly, the liver damage may be due to the immune system rather than being caused by any harmful substance in the tea itself. In other words, some people seem to have an immune system sensitivity to green tea, which triggers immune responses and leads to liver injury over time. I've mentioned this before and it's worth repeating. Actually, sipping on a cup of green tea is a cheaper, safer, and more effective way to reap its benefits. When you choose to enjoy the real thing, you get the full package, including the caffeine and EGCG content, along with other beneficial compounds in green tea we haven't even touched on, such as L-theanine. All these work together to support weight management. Plus, it keeps you well hydrated. So if you're a fan of green tea, enjoy it with the knowledge that there is solid evidence supporting its positive impact on your weight and overall health. Just don't expect it to help you lose a lot of weight by itself. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Young. Do you use green tea for weight loss? Let me know about it in the comments down below. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date. And if you found this informative, please leave me a like and share this video with someone you know who can use the info.